YouTube family. What's on the menu for tonight? It's spaghetti. And tonight, Grandpa Harold is out having dinner with his father, and me and Megan are home alone. So we're going to have a spaghetti night, me and Megan, and we're going to have a couple of pieces of garlic bread. Right now in this pan right here, we'll go right in here to showing you what we got. I got 1 pound of ground beef. And like I did last night, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch everything fry and everything cook. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to cut in and out and let you see the highlights of the recipe. Now over here, I have a small pan of water, and it's just about ready for the noodles to go in it. And I'm going to add a little salt to that, because you want to flavor that water so those noodles can be a little salty. Now, normally I would put these in long, but Megan doesn't really like hers long. She likes hers broke up. So I'm going to kind of take them. And this is about this much for 2 people. About what you can hold in your hand is a serving for 1 person. Now, if you like to have leftovers, make more. Let's kind of crunch them up, put them in there. It does kind of make a mess. And you put them in there. We're kind of glad those. My stove is clean. And so, let me get a spoon I can use to kind of give those a stirring, because you do not want them to cook together. Now don't add oil, because I want these noodles, and that is an angel hair pasta, because Megan likes angel hair pasta. That's why we buy angel hair pasta. It's all about pleasing the 13-year-old in this house. So that tells you who's the boss. The baby gets what she wants. So we're going to get this heat going. This is a cast iron skillet. It takes a little while to get this heat going on this stove. And we're going to get this going. And I'll show you what we got over here. We got a can of Italian stewed tomatoes. And of course, it's my hidden ingredients in a lot of my stuff. A little salsa, because I don't have a bell pepper. And this has a bell pepper. It has onions. It has all the stuff. And Megan doesn't like onions. So I can put this in there, and it kind of is already cooked, and it's really soft. And now this is the magic. In here is garlic powder, onion powder, dried onion, oregano, basil, and parsley. And I just used I think this is a 1/3 of a cup. A 1/3 of the cup, and kind of filled it up with all my seasoning now. And then this is minced garlic that we're going to add. And of course this is for the topping later. That's some Parmesan. And then we have a can of a spaghetti sauce. It doesn't matter what you want to use. If you want to use an Olive Garden, a meat, a 4 cheese, a veggie, whatever you want to use. I like veggie, but my family doesn't like veggies as much as I do. So Megan's getting better. She's getting really better. So we've got this going now. It won't take for this long to come together at all. So we're going to get this a-cooking, and it won't take long at all. And I do not drain off my ground beef unless it's just an excessive amount of oil there. I don't. I'm going to get down here and get a pan. Let's see what kind of pan I can use. This one. And I'm going to put a couple pieces of garlic bread, because like I said, this is going to come together quick. It does not take long at all for spaghetti to come together, especially if you're using angel hair pasta. If you're using angel hair pasta, it'll come together quickly. We're going to have a piece of this apiece in our pan, and it's just a garlic bread. We're going to put this in the oven down here. I've got a few things in there already. Megan also wanted a little bit of chicken fries, so we have some chicken fries in the oven. Okay. We're going to check our noodles now, and I'm going to use my spaghetti noodle. Spaghetti stirrer, my noodle stirrer. I'll get it right in a minute. My noodle stirrer. Stir, stir, stir. All right, we got that. We're going to go ahead and hit that up on high. And then this is the cutest little pan. I bought this at an antique store, and it's my enamelware. And I'm really trying to get a collection of those. And if you look at my preview on the beginning, you'll kind of see that I have some of those in there. I just love them. I just love them, love them, love them. And for all of you out there that's been wishing me well about not having air, we have our air conditioner in the yard. It's not hooked in, but it's in the yard. And he has promised to have it going, because we have to have the ductwork done too by Saturday. So I am so looking forward to air conditioner. I think the rest of the houses, we have been blessed that a friend of my husband's let us borrow a 110 for our bedroom, and we bought one for Megan. So we've been sleeping cool, and we've been having to live our life in our bedroom. And you know that's not very good. You want to live in the other parts of your house. We usually live in this kitchen a lot. Well, I do. This ground beef is about fried up. We may not have to cut away tonight. This may come together right in front of you. Okay. So this ground beef is good and done. Let's go ahead and add our seasonings to it. You see all them delicious seasonings? And let's go ahead and add our garlic. You want to be careful with garlic because you can burn it. I'll use my finger there because that spoon is just too big. It can burn. So we're going to cut this heat down just a little bit. It'll burn and it'll get bitter. And you don't want that. Oh my gosh, you can smell that garlic and all of those Italian herbs and that garlic salt, everything just coming out. It smells so delicious. And this is boiling good. I'm going to go back over here because I want to make sure my noodles don't stick. See, those noodles are about where they need to be. They got a little bit more cooking. And I'm going to leave that lid off so we don't boil over here. So now we're ready for the salsa. Get every bit of that out. Okay. And Megan's not crazy about stewed tomatoes, but she knows how to dig around them. She knows how we like them, and they do make things good. So we're going to stir that in there. You can tell that is just looking gorgeous and delicious. Now, if you want to turn this into a pizza spaghetti, you can add some pepperoni in there and some black olives, and then you can cook it all and put it all together and put it in a casserole dish and top it with Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese and bake that off. I've done that before. So this recipe right here can take you to many different places. It can take you many different ways, many different things that you want to do. Like I always say, use the boss when you're in the kitchen. So you can do it however you would like to do it. This is just how I cook it because I have a picky eater. Matter of fact, my husband can be a picky eater at times. He doesn't like too much seasoning. These are about ready to come off. And we're going to mix up. Some people put their noodles and put their sauce on there. We don't do that. We mix it all up together. Whoop. I'm throwing noodles around. That noodle is going back in the pot because that's clean. Okay. So we are looking good down there. Our stuff's doing. So I'm going to find me another pot holder or a towel, and I'm going to put a strainer in the sink, and we're fixing to strain off those noodles because they're about done. So let me grab them. Just turn the heat off because an angel hair pasta is really thin, and it doesn't take a whole lot of cooking to get it done. So let's put that in there and let's let that strain. And then just as soon as it's strained, I don't really care if all the water, I'm going to grab out with a towel because that is a cookie. We're going to put it back in the pan. Put that back down in there. We're going to go back over here to the burner. I'm not going to go on the direct heat of the burner because I don't want those noodles to dry completely out. I want them to look good. So now, this is all good and cooked. It's cooked together. We're going to put the heat off to that. And we're going to add the sauce down in here to this noodles. And we like our stuff fairly saucy. You don't have to have your stuff this saucy if you don't like it. But we do here. Okay, so now, and we don't have, you notice I don't have mushrooms in there because none of us like it. But like I said, if you like mushrooms, feel free to put them in there. Okay, let's go back over here on the heat. Now the heat's off. We're just using the heat that's still in there. And we're going to stir this around. And normally I make big giant batches of this. What we're going to do is we're going to let that simmer. And while it's simmering, we're going to take a break for a minute. When we come back, we'll have this all ready to plate up for you. Okay? Alright, be right back. Hi, welcome back. She's all ready. This is a quick meal, I'm telling you. If you're in a pinch and you've got the stuff, even if you don't got the stuff, you can come around and do it. We're going to plate it up real quick for you. I had my spaghetti spoon and I think I put it in the sink, but that's okay. We'll get some out with this. We're going to get it plated up and make it pretty. I want some of those tomatoes on there. Don't that look just delicious? And let's put us a piece of garlic bread on the side. And sometimes I would make this with green beans or sweet corn. But tonight we're just going to have it with that. We're going to put some Parmesan cheese on that. and that's good to go. So, thank you for joining me tonight. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and you know, just help me out. I'm trying to grow a channel, and I do have some pretty good recipes. Right now I'm doing some of my simple stuff, but I've got some harder stuff that I'd like to share down the road. Thank you guys for joining me. Y'all have a great night.